So I wanted to talk to you today about the best strategy for making dining reservations if you are staying on site at Disney World. Now, the thing that's unique about staying on site at Disney World is that you get to make your dining reservations 180 days before your trip begins. If you do not have an on-site reservation, then you can make it 180 days before the date that you want to eat somewhere. But when you're on site, you can make it 180 days before your trip begins for your whole trip. So if you have a 7-day trip, you can log on 180 days before your trip begins at 6 a.m. Eastern Time and do it for the whole thing at once, as opposed to having to do it one day at a time, which is a big advantage, especially if you want to get difficult dining reservations, because you have access to more dates than everybody else does. So my preferred strategy for doing this is to open a tab for every restaurant that you want a reservation at in your browser, but don't order them chronologically, order them by difficulty. So I understand it might seem logical that if your trip is Saturday to Saturday, you might start with Sunday and then Monday and then Tuesday. But the best strategy is to do it by difficulty so that you are snagging the most difficult ones before everybody else does. So for instance, I have Be Our Guest Restaurant in my first tab, Chef Mickey's in my second tab, and then I would just keep opening tabs to the restaurant that I'm interested in order of difficulty, with Character Meals and Be Our Guest being at the beginning of that lineup. So what I would do is right before 6 a.m. Eastern Time, I would log out of my Disney Experience account and log in. So it's a fresh session that will give you all of the dates. By default, it shows you only 180 dates, but if you log in and it recognizes you as an on-site guest, it will give you all the dates. And then just start going through the tabs, refresh the tab, and then look for the date and time that you want, search it, book it, and then move on to the next tab, refresh it, search it, book it. So that is my best advice for how to get difficult dining reservations when you're staying on site. I hope that helps, but if you have any questions, feel free to leave those in the comments.